Welcome back to another video. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we're diving in to do another price prediction for Aptos. Before we jump into the content though, make sure to grab your free copy of my book, The Rise of Bitcoin, in the comment section below. It'll be the first link in the description and the first comment. So go down, grab the free book. It's completely free PDF of the entire book. So as always, before we jump into the content, hit that subscribe button as well. Smash the thumbs up button if you enjoy the video, and hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. We're dropping videos pretty much every single day on the channel, so you're going to want to get notified when they drop so you can hit your crypto goals. So diving into Aptos, what we're going to do as always when we do price predictions on the channel is look at Aptos through the lens of our 5 fundamental pillars for fundamental analysis: narratives, technical analysis, looking at their team briefly, followed by the tokenomics before making our price prediction. So make sure you stick around until the end. So fundamentally, what is Aptos? Well, it is a layer 1 blockchain that is aiming to be the network with everything you need to build your big idea. So we will see some of the narratives that they're focusing in on, but basically they're trying to be a scalable layer 1 blockchain, solving and aiming to solve the blockchain trilemma of scalability, decentralization, and speed. So the number of different areas that they're focusing on are DeFi, gaming, and NFTs. They seem to be the most prominent narratives that Aptos themselves are focusing on their website, and you can see a number of the different dApps that have been built out in relation to DeFi here on their website. I'm not overly familiar with many of these. Obviously, I do know Sushi and PancakeSwap, which are cross-compatible with Aptos as well. In terms of gaming, we've got a number of different games and gaming platforms and dApps that are associated and integrated with Aptos. And then when it comes to NFTs and NFT tooling, we've got a number of different dApps and tools that are also cross-compatible with the Aptos blockchain. So as we mentioned, those those narratives that we're honing in on are obviously layer 1 first and foremost, with Aptos being a layer 1 blockchain solution. Then we're talking about GameFi, NFTs, DeFi, and social media as well. So again, they're calling out all of these different narratives on their site directly themselves and honing in on those narratives when it comes to the mindshare or the ideas that they want people to be thinking about when people think about the Aptos blockchain. Jumping over to the technical analysis very briefly, we can see here that the Aptos blockchain did launch in Q4 of 2022. I think it was October of 2022 when we initially saw the mainnet for Aptos actually launching. So we can see that they did have a slight drop in price immediately in the aftermath of the blockchain launching, remembering that we were in that kind of bear market retracement all through 2022. But unlike a lot of other tokens, they did see a big run up in price at the beginning of 2023. Obviously, that run up saw the price go all the way up to about $20, $21 before a big retracement for the rest of the year, all the way down until about $4.75 that we saw here around October, November of 2023, before again seeing a significant bounce in price since October of last year. So since October at $4.75, we saw Aptos going north of the $18, $19 mark here. It actually accumulated all the way up to that $18, $19 mark and saw it put in 293% gains since those lows of $4.75. Now, obviously, we have seen a retracement again over the past 6 to 8 weeks since it topped out here in the end of March. So we're down all the way again to about $8.33 here in the middle of May 2024. But Aptos did perform very well since those lows, getting up almost 300% before this most recent retracement. So again, we had seen some nice upwards price discovery. We're now seeing this retracement, but again, with Bitcoin retracing over the past few weeks and the rest of the market retracing, this is not abnormal to see Aptos following suit. So again, it probably has retraced more than a lot of altcoins, but I do expect this to begin to turn around, and we should see upwards price trajectory over the next 12 to 18 months. Jumping over to their team, we can see that we've got Mo Shaikh and Avery Ching. Again, I'm not overly familiar with these two gentlemen, but I do know that they are both ex-Facebook and Meta engineers, and they've got a very high or a great deal of experience with software engineering, and they both have experience with other business ventures and blockchain in the past. I think Mo Shaikh in particular worked at R3. So these guys are obviously two very smart guys in terms of being the CEO and CTO leading Aptos Labs, the parent company of Aptos itself. So two very intelligent people looking to solve the layer 1 blockchain trilemma problem. And again, they've built something that is very, very scalable. We can see that Aptos is the 29th largest cryptocurrency by overall market cap when we jump into the tokenomics here, and it's currently sitting at a market cap of about just under 3.4 billion US dollars as the 29th largest crypto. We did see Aptos putting in market cap all-time highs just a few weeks ago at the end of March when it was putting in those prices that we saw in the graph here, close to the $20 mark. So again, we did see those market cap all-time highs hitting 7.18 billion just a few weeks ago, and we've retraced all the way back down to about 3.4 billion. So all-time highs for Aptos in terms of overall market cap were being put in, roughly 6 weeks ago. When we look at Aptos back when it was putting in the previous all-time highs, though, when we were looking at these all-time highs at the beginning of 2023, we did actually only have about 159 million Aptos tokens in circulation at that time. Right now, we can see that that number has increased all the way up to about 433 million Aptos. So we have seen a significant increase in the amount of tokens in circulation. And again, we can see that because the price action here was up above $21, even though that's marked by this particular peak in the chart, we did have much less tokens in circulation. So now that we have much more tokens in circulation here in the middle of May 2024, and we were getting close to those $20 prices, we can see the market cap is obviously significantly higher than, this 3 billion mark when it was putting in those prices previously, because there was much less tokens in circulation. So again, just to recap that, the current market cap is about 3.3 billion. The all-time high market cap just 6 weeks ago was sitting at about 7.1 billion. The current circulating supply is about 3.47 billion. And again, we have to estimate how many tokens we think will be in circulation for Aptos by the middle to end of 2025, because this is another variable we're going to be plugging into our price prediction. So we're estimating there's going to be about 500 million Apto in circulation by middle to end of 2025, which will see it go from about 433 million up to that 500 million mark. So the last thing we're going to look at here is dominance for Aptos. We can see that Aptos dominance versus the rest of the crypto market for the time that it has been trading on its mainnet. We're currently sitting at a 0.16% market dominance here on May 16th, 2024. But just a few weeks ago at the end of March, when Aptos was putting in those market cap all-time highs, we did see its dominance rise all the way to about 0.28%. So it was significantly higher just 6 weeks ago when we were seeing those all-time highs. And again, we're looking at this because we're going to be plugging in market cap dominance as a variable in our price prediction equation. So without further ado, let's jump over to our price prediction. As always, we're going to be giving you a bear case, base case, and bull case scenario. For our bear case scenario, again, what we're saying here for the total crypto market cap variable is that the total crypto market cap will peak around 4 trillion US dollars. If Aptos can get back up to about a 0.25% dominance, remembering it was there about 4 weeks ago, That would give it a 10 billion overall market cap, and then dividing that by 500 million Aptos tokens would give us a price target of $20 US, which is a 2.4x increase from today's prices of about $8.33 US. Moving on to our base case scenario, what we're saying here is that the total crypto market cap could reach a peak around $6 trillion US if Aptos can perform, better than it did in its last previous run up a few weeks ago and get all the way up to a 0.4% dominance. That would give it a $24 billion US market cap. And then again, dividing that by 500 million Apto tokens gives us a price target of $48 US, which is a 5.76x from today's prices. Finally, moving on to our most bullish scenario, which is a total crypto market cap peaking around $8 trillion US. If Apto can get all the way up to a 0.5% dominance level, that would give us a $40 billion market cap for Aptos overall. And then again, dividing that by 500 million gives us an $80 US price target for Aptos in a bull case scenario at the peak of this bull cycle, which is a 9.6x or just under a 10x from today's prices of $8.33. So that is our price prediction for Aptos. Once again, let us know in the comments below if you are bullish on Aptos. It has performed very well in the past 6 months. We have seen that retracement over the past 4 to 6 weeks since it put in those market cap all-time highs. Where do you think the price of Aptos is going this bull cycle? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, please smash that thumbs up button on your way out the door. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well. We're on the road to our first 10,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you subscribed and hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. And don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin in the description section below. There's a link for you to go directly, grab the free book. It's all yours. I put a lot of work and effort into it, but you can get it completely free at the link below. And as always, we will catch you in the next one.